Hey guys, what's up? So, before we get to your readings, and excuse me, I'm just sipping on some coffee, it's really early in the morning. Before we get to your readings, let's just talk about the astrology a little bit. Now, I'm going to talk about the astrology generally for everybody because I did the videos in like elements, so fire signs, air signs, earth signs, water signs, blah 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 blah. I'm not going to switch the charts for every sign to talk about your specific astrology. We'll do that in the individual astrology videos. It's much easier for me to talk about just Taurus rising or Aries rising. Rather, let's try to switch them and have charts pulled up for all of those in these element videos. But I did want to give you guys a sense of just what's going on in the sky right now. And I'll try to touch on a little bit for your individual zodiac sign so it won't be too long of an intro. Just wanted to give you some quick planetary energy. So if you look at the chart on the screen, this is a chart that was drawn for August the 13th, which is the morning that I'm doing this. I recorded the videos on the 12th, and the energy is basically for the next week or two, or 7 to 10 or so days. Time is transient. It just keeps moving. I can't pinpoint the time on some of this stuff, but just to take a look at where everything is at today. And what I want to start with is just Jupiter direct up here in Sagittarius, which is just awesome. And depending on your rising sign or your sun sign, this is going to be in a different, as you notice, this chart doesn't have houses. It's just a general astrology chart for today. So it doesn't have houses, but this is going to be in one of your houses, and it's going to be affecting a certain part of your life. And hopefully it's affecting it in a good way, because Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It is a benefic, it's not a malefic planet. So more than not, 7 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, it's going to bring you positive energy and good energy. But one thing you don't want to let happen is your ideas, your grandiose ideas, or being in states of delusion or deception. You don't want that to get a hold of you, and you don't want to let that expand too much and get carried away on things that might not be possible at this time, or that might not be that realistic, because we have Jupiter in Sagittarius over here squaring Neptune in Pisces. And now Neptune's been in Pisces for a while. Neptune is going to be in Pisces for a while. One second, let me take a sip of my coffee. It's getting towards the end of Pisces, if you notice right here. So it's getting close to Aries, but Neptune moves so slow. So it's going to be there for a while. And with it squaring Jupiter, that could make it, first of all, maybe you guys want to expand your spirituality, your religion, and things like that, depending on where this is at in your house. Maybe you want to expand your higher philosophical mind, and it ties back all into your religion and your spirituality and kind of your purpose for life. So a lot of that might be going on for you folks out there. You really asking your question, what's going on? What is my purpose for being here? What do I believe? And all of that kind of stuff. But also don't let it expand, because Neptune can be that planet of fog, haze, deception. You don't want to let it expand anything like that, just with it making that connection over here to Neptune in the sign of Pisces. Now, a great thing that's going on is this Jupiter in Sag, and especially with it being direct, it is training the sun over here in Leo. So that's a trine, because you got Jupiter in the fire sign of Sag, and then Leo in the sun in Sag's sister sign, which is a Leo, and of course Aries. But Leo here, we've got the sun at 20 degrees. So it'll be Virgo season, and not too long, the time just flies by. We've got Venus sitting here. That's another aspect I want to talk about that's going to be going on. Is just, you'll feel that energy for the next few days. But yesterday and today, Venus is pretty much Cassimi with the sun, and it's like the king bestowing his rays or his good graces on Venus. So that's a wonderful thing. So hopefully, I think even if you've had arguments, or if you've gotten into it with people over the last couple of days, you may have had the notion to take it easy and not go too hard on those people, especially with Jupiter, the planet of luck, the benefic planet of expansion, training this right here. Some of you guys may be falling in love. You may be meeting people. You may be having a really passionate time, because as you see, Mars It's also caught up in this little tangent and this little conjunction here between the Sun, Venus, and this is Venus's passionate counterpart Mars. So there may even be some women with choices between two men, or making multiple choices between men or men. Maybe that's what's going on with you and the females out there. And then Mars is coming into Leo to work it on out and communicate everything on out. So you guys may have noticed, you may have had little petty squabbles and arguments on the 12th, the weekend of the 11th, but Mercury has probably helped you work it out in a softer way with Jupiter trining the Sun. So maybe not a lot of hot-headedness. And if you did have an argument that boiled over and it was hot-headed, it's probably really bad because Jupiter just expands that Leo temper if that happened. But I think things went over easier than not. And also, I want to mention Friday. I was coming in. I don't know if I was coming in from a workout or what I was coming in from doing on Friday. But Friday evening, Jupiter was shining so beautifully in the sky next to the moon. Now, this is the first night I had seen it. Let me take a sip. This is the first night I had seen it, and the moon on Friday the 9th happened to be, I either saw this Thursday night or Friday night. Whatever night I saw it, the moon was in Sagittarius. And at first I was thinking, oh, I wonder, is it Venus? And I said, no, it's not Venus. It's most likely Jupiter because, the moon's in Sag and that planet is so close. I bet you it's Jupiter. Well, it was Jupiter. So if you guys get a chance to take a look, I know this weekend of the 9th, 10th, and 11th were really, really good days to see it. But if you get a chance to take a look out at the sky, and that bright star that you see shining close to the moon, it's probably moving further away now as the moon moves so fast through our zodiac. So I believe the moon is it's probably about to be in Pisces. Let's see if they put it on this chart. Well, it didn't get to Pisces just yet. It looks like on the 13th it's still coming out of Capricorn. So it was just in Sagittarius. So you guys still may be able to see that. Jupiter is the fourth brightest planet in our solar system besides the Sun, the Moon, and Venus. So you'll be able to see that. And also this month, I was reading, you will also be able to see Saturn. So now Saturn doesn't shine as brightly as Jupiter, Venus, the Moon, and the Sun, but we'll be able to see Saturn. And I believe that's going to be in the midnight sky around the time from like dusk till dawn sort of hours. And I'll make a separate video with that because it's really cool to go outside and see the planets you can see with your naked eye. Like seeing Jupiter, and as it was just a beautiful star. And that's what made me notice it. I hadn't necessarily already read that Jupiter was going to be visible near the moon this month, but I saw such a beautiful star near the moon, and I said, wow, what is that? And lo and behold, it was Jupiter. So we'll talk about some more about the planets that you guys will be able to see in the month of August and the months coming forward, because I think this is a really cool experience to look out and know what planets it is that you're seeing and feel at one and connected to our solar system. So all that's going on, and Mercury is moving more into Leo. So as we get to the end of August, communications might be a little bit more fiery. But I think everything this weekend and in this beginning of August has more so been calmed down and smoothed out. And it's been more of a jovial tone or a positive tone to some of the things that have happened. And in another few weeks, guys, all of these planets will be moving their way through Virgo. So Virgo, you are next up. Next, we've got the North Node in Cancer. The North Node is currently retrograding at 15 degrees Cancer. So again, I talked about in my water sign video, water signs going through a lot in July. Cancer specifically going through a lot in July. And for a lot of people out there, this time is about home, family, friendships, the things that are close to you, the past, nostalgic memories. So a lot is going on to move us into our destiny, into that next phase of our lives. Here you guys will see we do have Uranus in Taurus. Uranus at 6 degrees of Taurus, and it is retrograde. So like we talked about, major changes, life changes. These are some of the bigger themes in life that are changing. So that's like a big deal. That's a big deal when you've got a planet that heavy in Taurus with all of that energy. So, and it's also trining what we got going on up there in Capricorn. So if you see Uranus here, it's making a trine to Saturn, Pluto, I mean, the moon happens to be up here, not necessarily a trine to the moon, and these planets that are here in the south node. So it's a lot about the past. It's a lot about healing wounds, doing things, realizing lessons in life, and doing something a totally different way with those things that are going on up there. In Cancer, these things are still opposing the north node. So Pluto and all of the outer planets are basically in retrograde. You got Uranus in retrograde, you see the R. You've got Saturn in retrograde at 14 degrees Capricorn, you see the R. You've got the north, I think the north and south are always retrograde. And then you've got the Pluto retrograde at 21 degrees. And all of that is opposing the north node down here in Cancer. So guys, it's just really a lot going on with teaching life lessons, getting your life together, straightening up bills, things you owe people, debts. It's really a financial play going on, financial versus family versus actions, and what directions you want to go in your life, and things that you want to do, and actions that you want to take to secure your future, and just have the people and the things in it that are going to be the most beneficial for you for the future. I see a lot of themes with that kind of stuff going on. And then over here, I just want to talk about Chiron and Aries really quick. So this is the wounded healer, really being passionate and aggressive about identifying these past wounds and fixing them. So there may be a lot of anger over the next couple of months. Just anger and realizations about what you can deal with, what you can't deal with, and what's really truly going on in your life with that Chiron and Aries. And Chiron moves pretty slow as well. So it's right there at the 5 degrees. So I just wanted to give a look at what's going on. If you're a fire sign, right now everything is training you. So if you're Sagittarius, you're Aries, or you're Leo, I feel like you guys are getting good energy from these planets here, Mercury, Mars, Venus, and the Sun, and that Jupiter. I think you guys have a lot of good things going on. I think you're going to be able to discover some things about yourself and make some strides over the summer months into the fall and winter with those planets really bringing you some good luck. Like I said, if you're a water sign, you have a lot going on with just finalizing things in your life, realizing what your destiny is and which direction you want to go in, with having that's especially Cancer with that Saturn and Pluto opposition, the north node in your sign as well. So Cancer, of all the water signs, you guys are probably really feeling it more than Pisces and Scorpio. And then, like I talked about Pisces, your ruler has been in your sign, really trying to show you some things and show you the way where you can manifest, where you can have this dream world, but you also can manifest in the real world. So that's what's going on for Pisces. And Pisces, the opposite is Virgo. So all of these planets will be moving into Virgo and then making some oppositions over to Neptune in the near future. So that's another thing to keep in mind. That may bring some challenges, is bring things into the real world for you to have to handle and take care of and stay on top of, Pisces. And Scorpio is doing pretty good. Other than that Uranus opposition coming across from Taurus. But I think that's just helping you transform your life into a better way. Thinking of more modern ways to do things, and thinking of better ways to get your daily routines done. And thinking of better ways that you could better yourself. Maybe your physical body, your outer body. Just making some different transitions and changes. Maybe Scorpio, you just need something a little different. You know what I'm saying? And for the air signs, for Gemini, I just want to say, hopefully some of that good luck from Jupiter will shine right across to your sign, because you are Jupiter's opposite sign. So that would be a really, really good thing. So that's what's going on for everybody in astrology right now. Make sure you guys visit Earth Sky Star. The astrology readings will be out there. If you need your chart looked at, if you need to know, if you don't know what your rising, what your sun, what your moon, any help that you need with charts, put your questions down below, or book me personally and we can go over your chart and talk about all of those things that are going on. I think August is a good time. I'm really happy to see these planets in straight motion through most of August. Your Venus, your Mars, your Mercury, and everything like that. We went through some retrogrades in July and early August. It was just a heavy emotional month in July, and I'm just looking forward to the more lightheartedness as we get through August, and then we'll see what's coming up when we get into Virgo season. But guys, if nothing else, just remember that Jupiter is direct and it's the sign that rules Sagittarius, so that's nothing but Jupiter trying to bring the beneficial things and pay off rewards for what you guys have been through. It's time for the payoff in that. Remember, there's still hard work to do with Pluto and Saturn up in Capricorn. So things with the government, things with your money, things with debts, things with business, even things with military. You'll see those world themes going on in the world and even in your personal life, and how those things affect our home life, our family, you know, what's really important to us. So what's important to us versus politics, basically, is a lot of what's going on. And with Pisces, just finding a deeper spiritual connection with Neptune and Pisces, although it's retrograde, it gives you time to go back and maybe rethink your spirituality or certain religious commitments that you've made, and kind of connect through the world to have this oneness and this understanding that we're all here, you know, together. So that's what I have for you guys for this month's astrology reading, and this goes beyond the week. So this is just showing you what's going on right now. The only planets that are going to move significantly fast are the sun and the moon, so this should hold you over and be pretty accurate for the next couple of weeks. But of course, taking into the consideration, the sun's going to move into Virgo pretty shortly here on the sometime between the 21st and the 23rd. The sun will be in Virgo, and that's just, I believe, next week. So the time is whizzing by. But if you have any questions, if anything's going on, put it down in the comments. Make sure you shop Earth Sky Star, and on to your tarot reading. Enjoy. Hey, beautiful people. Hey, just gonna turn this a little bit this way so we can focus on the cards. So water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. What's popping? What's popping? Cancers, water signs all together. I don't know. You guys may have had, especially the Cancers, because of the eclipses that were in our sign. But I don't know about you guys, but I had a rough July. Nothing too tragic, just rough. Just a lot of stuff going on. Because of where the eclipses fell in my chart. I'm a Cancer rising, so that'll tell you where the eclipses fell. So of course, everything that had to do with myself, my physical body, friendships, relationships, all that stuff was just in chaos in July. So I know those eclipses really set off probably a life change for you Cancers out there. And water signs, you may have felt that as well. Maybe a little bit more so Pisces than Scorpio. But Scorpio, I'm sure you felt it too. So let's just see what's going on as far as the cards for the week of August 12th through about the 19th. But you know how I always say time is always moving. So this could have happened before, and this could have happened after. And if you're cross watching, please go check out the other videos for the other elements, earth, fire, and air. So these cards are already shuffled. We're just going to shuffle again. So I'm going to do an overall energy, and then I'm going to do a, we'll break it down. That's nice. And get a little bit of energy for the individual signs. So overall, water signs, like I said, you may have got beaten up and bruised in July and the beginning of August. Maybe you're just coming out of it, or maybe you're still going through it and you're protecting yourself because you've had to make certain choices and decisions, probably about certain people in your life, certain things in your life, careers, just things like that, things you want to do. I think a lot of it is action oriented, taking care of things, doing things, being hands-on with things. And you guys may have feel like somebody or some situation had gotten the best of you. You couldn't really fight against it. It's like you went from protecting yourself and having protection to not having that protection anymore, which is the Seven of Wands. So you guys may have been through a releasing. You may not have as much as something as you thought that you had. So whether that's money, people around you, just whatever, possessions or whatever that you thought you were on top of or you thought you had, you might not have. Now, things are most likely going to work out in your favor, or at least going to work out fair, which means you have to come halfway and maybe another party or the other side of the situation, whatever the situation may be, has to come halfway. So yeah, you guys have been in some sort of fight. It could have even been physical. You guys could have got beaten and banged up physically. Beaten and banged up and bruised up physically. And let me tell you, I did not make my birthday eclipse video, but this happened to me, okay? This happened to me. I didn't get beat up by anyone. I had a fault. Whatever. So it wasn't anything like that. It wasn't with another individual, but I got beat and banged up. I'm telling you, I'm okay. I survived. But July was a rough July. That's what I'm telling you. So some of you guys may have taken some kind of hit to your actual physical body or something like that. That's left you weakened or left you something like that. And you may have some money or a case because of it. Maybe that's the case. And maybe that's the situation. And it's going to go in your favor. That's all I know. That's all I can say about it. And I think I already cut these cards. I did, but I'm too busy talking about the beginning of the cards. But you definitely need to like chill out or had to make a decision, or you need to think, or you need to get balanced. Maybe some of you lost your balance. You lost your footing, but you need to get balanced mentally and physically. Again, that's what you really, really, really need to do. So let's see. I'm reading these in order, like I've said on every video. Cancer first, Scorpio second, Pisces last. So just from the first water sign on through to the last when I break it down to the individual cards. Funny. All right, so let me see. Let me put a romance card on this. But yeah, in Cancer, some of you out there may be dealing with Libras, fire signs. Let me show you the fire signs. Let me show you the cards that I dealt. I dealt the Two of Swords, the Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Justice card. The Justice card. So you gotta, I was going to say, I was looking at that in reverse. The numbers, I was just going to talk about the numbers. You got a 2, a 7, a 9, and 11. So you got a theme of 11. I was looking at it backwards on the camera. It looked like 9. I was going to say you had a theme of 9 since you had the 9 of Wands. But you got the 11, which is a 2. And then 2 here. So I think it's really about balancing out, making decisions, taking action to make certain decisions, and really reviewing things thoroughly and making the right decision for what you're reviewing. I'm just like kicking at my dog. Anyway, so let's see what's going on here for the individual signs. But whatever's going on, protection is a big thing that has to do with this. You feel like you got to protect yourself from different elements of different people or different things that are happening or coming across. So that's what's going on. And for Cancer, you got the I'm just dealing with different cards. You'll see when I hold them up and just shuffling them. Cancer, you got the Taurus card, the let go of control issues. And let's see which fairy card. One second. I'm just going to shuffle this up. It seems like out of all the cards in this deck, and this is a pretty big deck. This is a pretty thick deck. I don't know if you guys can tell. There's a lot of cards in this deck. I always seem to get certain ones. Why? I don't know. And I think this Nine of Wands has come out in some other readings when I'm thinking about it. I can't recall if it was personal readings I was doing or if this is the readings I just did on video earlier today. I really just don't remember. Okay, so Cancer.
the kings play a big part. The kings are coming out strong. Like I said, we had the Libra card here, the Justice here. This could represent a Libra person in your life. Ruby, a legal person in your life, uh, somebody who has authority, like a judge, a boss, or something who has the ability to decide certain issues and matters and things like that. But they're in the upright. So whatever advice they're giving is good. Whatever you have going on with this Libra or this authority figure in your life is good. So advice or decisions that they make, they will come out fair and just. And then Cancer, you got the Taurus card. So you may be involved with a Taurus. You may have just recently had communication with a Taurus. So you got the Taurus card. So if Taurus isn't your partner or somebody prominent in your family right now that may play into these issues somewhat, you guys may be meeting a Taurus coming up, or you guys may be dealing with money, financial, and looks. Things that have to do with vanity and looks and things of that nature. So you guys may be doing different hairstyles. You may be doing some different things to enhance your looks. But if this is a relationship and you are dealing with a Taurus, you want to let go of the control issues, because that may be affecting the relationship. And maybe that's what you're out of balance about. Maybe you're fighting in a partnership, going back and forth with who has control. Who's this, who's that, who's that, who's this, or maybe you're working together with a Taurus in a difficult sort of relationship, if that's a work thing as well. That could be possible. And then you got the King of Wands. So this is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. So you may be dealing with this type of person as well. Or this could represent some past stuff going on, a decision between two people. Maybe there's an Aries and a Taurus couple out there that you know, Cancer. Or maybe you're dealing with the Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or Taurus. Maybe you have a choice between the two. That could be the case. Maybe you want to openly date and openly talk to these different people. But something's got you being protective and hidden and looking and weighing certain information and decisions and things like that. But you really do need to let go of those control issues and let things play out. Because if you keep going at it the other way, you may lose that battle. So I don't know, maybe you do want to stay back, stay in the cut a little bit until you figure out what you're going to do about certain things in your relationship. So maybe you just need a break if it's a relationship. That could very well be the case. For Scorpio, we got Saturn, new love, and the King of Coins. So for Scorpio, some of you guys out there could be dealing with the Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. You got Saturn and the new love. So some of you could be meeting a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And Capricorn's kind of strong because we have the Saturn card. So you may have some Capricorns in your life when it comes to work as well. Maybe there's a work relationship and there's a personal relationship or something like that. But I see new love. So this person is more than likely new in your life. If they aren't new in your life, you guys are going down the road of pursuing a relationship that's more than friends. Maybe so with that card, Saturn. So it could be a karmic connection, like a past life connection. It could be here to teach you things, teach you lessons, or you guys may be learning a new lesson or some new information about your money. Money, 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 money. Money. But that's a male or female in your life that just sort of has those traits that's coming along, and it definitely has to do with love. I want to say it could be work or career, but maybe you're meeting them in a work or career place, or maybe you love what you're doing and you could be getting some type of advancement or promotion or something, or solidifying some sort of contract there with the King of Pentacles. So you may work for a place like that you really, really love what you do. And it could be a new job. But yeah, I think you guys are just being wiser about the move you're making. I think you guys have learned something over the years and over the past, and you're going to take that with you into creating a new love relationship. And it looks like it's with the, oh, excuse me, it looks like it's with the Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So that could be their sun sign or somewhere else in their chart where they have heavy energy. It could be that as well. And then for Pisces, we have Cancer. So there could be some Pisces out there who are having babies, giving birth to babies, something with babies going on out there, Pisces, because you got the Cancer, and it does say the doula on the Cancer. So that's a person that assists in bringing forth new life. That's the spiritual, intuitive mother sort of energy, family-based, oriental, family-oriented. It says family-based, oriental, but family-oriented. And maybe you are opening up to this new person in your life, or opening up to this new love, or finding a new love and appreciation for a Cancer in your life. For the Pisces males out there, this could be a Cancer female. You guys can be involved with a Cancer female, maybe even Scorpio or Pisces or another Pisces. And for Cancer women out there, you may be involved with a Pisces male. Like I said, and vice versa. So it is safe for you to get into a relationship. It is safe for you to love, and it is somebody from the past. So you have a history with this person. So like I said, if the person's having a baby or something, you've been with them at least 9 or so months. So you're just having memories of a past, of the childhood. So this definitely could speak to raising children, the mother of your children. Pisces, some of these things may be going on with the mother of your children. Pisces women, maybe you're going through some of the things I discussed in this reading with the father of your children. But you guys need to just be open and talk about things and work it out. And that's true too. If you guys are having kids, maybe you should seek a doula. Maybe somebody out there is looking to do pregnancy the natural way. Or Pisces, you're into somebody who's really, really into natural things, and they remind you of somebody from your childhood, someone that you've known for a long time. But I'm showing it's safe for you to love. Whatever's going on in this connection, it's a good connection. And you guys should have looks like a good childbirth. And just if that's going on for some Pisces out there, babies that are coming into the world, either yours or somebody close to you, and maybe with the help of an intermediary like a doula, you guys will have the successful childbirth that you're looking for. But it'll be successful either way, because I'm seeing really, really loving cars and childhood memories. And the Six of Summer says children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. So there you go with that. You may be meeting somebody that you used to date, that you used to know, and you're having new feelings for them. That could definitely be what's going on. But something about your intuition, feeling, births, family kind of stuff, that kind of thing. So those things could be going on. Maybe you guys are going back and forth about kids, fighting over if you want kids or not. Unfortunately, some of you could be going through child support issues, custodies, things of that nature. Something that's taking you to court. Hopefully not divorces and who's going to get the kids and this, that, and the other. But that could be the case too, Pisces. And maybe if you did, you felt like you just wanted to give up on that fight. But I'd say don't give up on that fight. Protect yourself. Make the best choice from the best logical choice, and everything will be good. So, well, I'll read the cards since I read the one for Pisces. For Scorpio, yours was the King of Autumn, and yours said, be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way. A good person or company to work for. So I think things are going to be going good on your job, Scorpio, and definitely stand up for what you know is right and be assertive about things. Definitely when it comes to your money. Put your foot down and cross every T and dot every I when it comes to your funds. Capricorn, for real. You might have to go back, double check your account, make sure nothing wasn't charged. I have a Scorpio friend. I know a Scorpio who was going through that. Somebody charging her account incorrectly. So Scorpio, if it's not to do with love, which this really was love. If you got the new love, so you definitely, a lot of you are going through the love relationship thing that I talked about, but also your coins. Check your coins because there's a lot going on with your money this week and this month, Scorpio. I need some water. And the Cancer card was the King of Spring, which is the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And it says a financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. So you're going to have somebody who supports you that you may not have thought was on your side. And it may be a Taurus person that may try to befriend you or rekindle a friendship. And it's going to work out in a good financial way. So whatever's going on at the job is good. Your leadership skills are needed. So a lot of you may be leaders and you need to reason more and let go of some of the control issues and be open to what people have to say more. That may be another aspect to look at it as. Or maybe a Taurus is coming in to help you in the work environment. Or maybe you guys are dealing with somebody with that Taurus-like energy in a work environment. Or a Libra, it could be someone who's ruled by Venus. So you can be dealing with a Taurus or Libra in a work environment, and they may end up being your ally, and you did not think or realize that they were your ally. So just keep your eye on that and do put your best foot forward work-wise too, as well, Cancer. So with that said, I'm going to let you guys go, and I thank you for tuning into your reading for this week. Hopefully, you guys will have a much better August. I think the energy is definitely lighter. We've been through a lot in July. So comment down below with your feedback. Let me know what you've been going through, what's been going on, and check out Earth Sky Star for all your spiritual needs. Make sure you get out there and, purchase, shop, purchase, do all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys for sticking with me. This is Madam X, Frequency Real Radio, and that's it. Deuces.